the basic equipment of hardware and software in the field of audiovisual communication. A computer is an electronic machine operating under the control of instructions stored in its own memory that can accept data, manipulate the data according to the specific rules, produce results, and store the results for future use. To process data into information, a computer uses hardware and software. Hardware is the electric and mechanical equipment that makes up a computer. Software is a series of instructions that tells the hardware how to perform tasks. As for the software, here we are going to introduce you some softwares that always be used in the field of audiovisual communication. For video, there are Adobe Premiere, Movie Maker, iMovie, After Effects. For sounds, there are Audacity, Adobe Audition, Sound Editor. For image, there are Adobe Photoshop, Fireworks, and personal data and privacy in audiovisual communication. The pace with which social networking is evolving is unprecedented. A huge amount of personal data that is gathered about individuals that is processed and shared, often without their knowledge, raises troubling questions about people's capacity to control their own identities, to live freely and in respect for their privacy. We are living more and more of our lives online. However, where computer users go, so do the bad guys. Cyber criminals have flocked to social sites, seeing opportunities to steal personal information. Everyone should be aware of the big problem of giving up or that they take away of your privacy. And that's why we have to aware of the protection of personal data from the social network website. Here are some ways of protection. First, be careful about the information you choose. The second one is turn on the privacy settings. And the third one is read the fine print before you sign up for any service. The last one is make sure you understand the policies of social networking sites. The storage of data in the field of audiovisual communication. Basically, we define a storage unit as a device capable of reading and writing information for the purpose of permanently storing it. Inside the computer, there's a memory or main storage that contains data important for the operation of the computer. These internal storage systems are RAM and ROM. These are also called internal memories. The ROM contains read-only data and the other data needed to start operations on the computer. On the other hand, there's RAM, which stores data in a momentary way. It stores the data of the programs or applications that are currently running. In addition to physical storage, there are also another network as a storage system. Here we start talking about the cloud. The cloud is a personal or shared storage network where we can store our data easily and with easy accessibility from different computers. Social network in the field of audiovisual communication. The rise of the use of social network in the developed world has caused the media to focus their interest in them. This new situation not only raises a basic analysis of the impact that the application of social network can have on media, but also evaluate which one they use and for what purpose they use. The triumph of social networks may be because it's a tool that combines all the elements that make up the nature of internet and that accentuate its uniqueness in the communicative system. Here we give 4 features of the social network. The first one is multimedia. The second one is hypertext. The third one is interactivity. The last one is update. Nowadays, the vast majority of traditional media present on the internet, and the media themselves created in the network have responded to the demands of social network. In conclusion, the social network is perceived by the most visited Spanish media and interest in the introduction of this new channel of interactivity, which also benefits them as a platform for distribution of their content between the various networks, producing a chain effect between members of the social network and improving its impact.
Cloud computing in the area of audiovisual communication. You're probably using cloud computing right now, even if you don't realize it. If you use an online service to send email, edit documents, watch movie or TV, listen to music, play games or store pictures and other files, it is likely that cloud computing is making it all possible behind the scenes. Cloud is such kind of metaphor that all those computing resources that providers offer to a user are invisible, just like being covered by cloud. Most cloud computing services fall into three broad categories: infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. Also, there are three types of cloud deployments: public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud. Now let's see artificial intelligence in the area of audiovisual communication. The definition of artificial intelligence can be divided into two parts, namely artificial and intelligence. Artificial is easy to understand. Sometimes we have to think about what is mind power and what can be made. About what is intelligence, it contains a lot. This involves other issues such as consciousness, self, mind, and so on. Artificial intelligence can be characterized in any number of ways, but here are two examples. The first classifies AI systems as either weak AI or strong AI. Weak AI is an AI system that is designed and trained for a particular task. Virtual personal assistants such as iPods, Siri, are a form of weak AI. Strong AI, also known as artificial general intelligence, is an AI system with generalized human cognitive abilities, so that when presented with an unfamiliar task, it has enough intelligence to find a solution. Big data in the area of audiovisual communication. Big data is a term for data sets that are so large and complex that traditional data processing application software is inadequate to deal with them. Although big data does not equate to any specific volume of data, the term is often used to describe terabytes, petabytes, and even exabytes of data captured over time. Big data can be described by the following characteristics: volume, the quantity of generated and stored data. The size of the data determines the value and potential insight, and whether it can actually be considered big data or not. Variety, the type and nature of data. This helps people who analyze it to effectively use the resulting insight. Velocity, in this context, the speed at which the data is generated and processed to meet the demands and challenges that lie in the path of growth and development. Variability, inconsistency of dataset can hamper processes to handle and manage it. Veracity, the quality of captured data can vary greatly, affecting accurate analysis. Virtual reality in the area of audiovisual communication. Virtual reality, VR, typically refers to computer technologies that use virtual reality headsets to generate the realistic images, sounds, and other sensations that replicate a real environment or create an imaginary setting. VR also stimulates a user's physical presence in this environment. VR has been defined as a realistic and immersive simulation of a three-dimensional 360-degree environment, created using interactive software and hardware, and experienced or controlled by movement of the body, or as an immersive interactive experience generated by a computer. A person using virtual reality equipment is able to look around the artificial world and with high-quality VR move about in it, and interactive with features or items depicted in the hindsight.